What is the difference between yoga nidra, hypnotherapy, and guided meditation? Hari Om, I'm Christina Kalyani, and today I'm here to talk a little bit about the differences and similarities of those wonderful tools and techniques. I have been teaching yoga and meditation for the past 22 years and working with hypnotherapy for about 8. This is one of the first yoga books I ever bought. This is a souvenir of the last page of this book. I can't find the rest of the book, but I have been traveling with this book since I'm 14 years old. And this book is called the Yoganidra. So it was one of the first techniques that I fall in love with in the yoga tradition. This is the new version of the Yoganidra book, a translation in English. And this book was written by Swami Satyananda Saraswati. He is my Param Guru. He's the guru of my guru, the teacher of my teacher from Bihar School of Yoga in India. And he was the founder, the creator of this technique called Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra is inspired by an ancient tantric practice called Nyasa. So in Nyasa, the yogi would sit or lie down in meditation and touch different areas of their body, chanting different mantras, and that will help them concentrate and get into this trance-like state through this practice of concentration. You can see here in the end of this book of Yoga Nidra the benefits in your brain, the benefits of this practice. So Swami Satyananda, he did a lot of scientific research on Yoga Nidra. He was very passionate about it. And of course, when you think about yoga these days, most of people think about asanas or the physical postures. But yoga is a lot about the mind, the understanding of the workings of the mind. And here you can see the pictures of a brain. The red part shows the conscious, the awakened state, the analytical state, the awakened state. And as the Yoga Nidra progresses, you can see the blue areas, which means relaxation, when your brain changes from beta waves into alpha waves. Alpha waves is the brain waves associated with light relaxation, okay, or the beginning of a meditation. So Yoga Nidra, as the name says, yoga is union, and Nidra means sleep. So Yoga Nidra is a yogic technique of achieving this union through sleep, through deep relaxation. It's a progressive, conscious, guided relaxation that uses body awareness and visualization and sensations also to help your mind and your brain go into those deep, relaxing states. This is all what Yoga Nidra is. But Yoga Nidra has a lot of benefits, of course. We all know that when we can relax the body and the mind, our body can heal, our bodies can integrate and process many different things. So in this book you can also see demonstrations of how 30 minutes of Yoga Nidra, it's as beneficial as 2 to 3 hours of deep sleep at night. So very good for people who have troubles sleeping or relaxing, or when they have the sympathetic system overdrive. So Yoga Nidra is a beautiful yogic technique, okay? And that's all what it is, progressive relaxation. Now, what is hypnosis or hypnotherapy? I'm gonna talk about hypnotherapy because this is the modality I work with, which, as the name says, is a therapeutic way of hypnosis technique. Hypnosis is concentration, is awareness, is focus awareness, is when you can zoom in your awareness so the periphery fades away. It's like concentrate in one point. This is why some of the techniques of hypnosis is looking at the clock or staring at the spiral or a dot on the wall, or a guided visualization or relaxation or concentration on the breath. So there's always a technique that we use to help ourselves go into those trance-like states of focus awareness. So if anyone asks you what is hypnosis, because hypnosis has the stigma, right, of I'm gonna lose consciousness, I'm gonna forget who I am, I'm gonna bark like a dog. Hypnosis is not that. Hypnosis is the state of mind of focus awareness. So much so It's like when you're watching a movie and you're so concentrated in the movie that you become part of the movie, and you work with your imagination and the willingness to be the participant of the movie. You want to watch the movie, you want to be part of the movie somehow. So you're so concentrated in the movie that if a friend comes to you and talks, you're not really listening, because your mind is totally focused in the movie, and at some point you forget about your life, you forget that you're not the character playing in the movie. So this is what hypnosis is. Your mind, your brain goes into those trance-like states every day. It's not something that your mind has never experienced. Your mind goes into hypnotic states at least twice a day, when you're falling asleep and when you're coming up from your sleep. And then maybe when you're driving and you're looking at the road and it's always the same road, the same trees, and the last thing you think is like, how did I got home? So you're going to this like automatic pilot. So in that way, yoga nidra and hypnosis are quite similar, but the difference is after we get into this relaxing state, into alpha brain waves and theta brain waves through hypnosis or hypnotherapy, now we're going to use that part of the brain, the relaxing part of the brain, as a shortcut to get into the subconscious, and in the therapeutic way use that for transform your life with suggestions, positive affirmations, positive suggestions, changing old programs, and suggest new ones that are more healthy and will bring more benefits to your life. So that's the difference between yoga nidra and hypnosis. They're very similar techniques. Both work with relaxation of body, guided relaxation, visualization, but in hypnosis then we're going to use those states of mind to deprogram or reprogram through suggestions. Okay? Meditation. What is meditation? So meditation, or guided meditation, in a way is also very similar, but I want to explain the concept of meditation. In yogic tradition, meditation is dhyana. And when people say, oh, I'm going to meditate on that, they're really saying, I'm going to think about that. I'm going to concentrate on that. So most of times when we say that we're meditating, really what we're doing is concentrating. Every meditation technique has an object of meditation, just like the yoga nidra or the hypnotherapy. Let's say today the teacher will say, focus on the image between and above your eyebrow, or they're going to guide you into imaginary, or finding yourself walking in this beautiful path and seeing that and feeling that, or it's going to say now concentrate on your breath. All those techniques, again, very similar to yoga nidra and to hypnotherapy. But what is the difference? Is that in meditation, what you're doing here is concentration. I'm concentrating on this point between and above my eyebrow center. But meditation occurs, dhyana occurs when the meditation, the act of meditate, the meditator and the object of meditation become one and merge into oneness. This is what meditation. The rest, the concentration, is called dharan in the yoga tradition. So dharan, dhyana and samadhi, those three techniques together are called samyam. And they're very difficult to differentiate or to separate. So let's say you start with concentration and then suddenly your mind goes blank. And then you think, oh my God, I wasn't thinking about anything. So at that point, when you say, oh my God, I wasn't thinking about anything, you are not in meditation anymore. You're going back to the conscious mind, analytical mind. And then you say, oh yeah, I was thinking that I was thinking. And then you go back to the object of meditation, which is concentration, which is dharan. And then hopefully, luckily, you're going to go back into that state of merging and dissolving, egoless, and then you're achieving meditation. So this is what guided meditation is a technique of concentration to get into no mind, to get into the state of union and bliss, and to then work with the higher states of mind. That is the same states that you're going to work with hypnotherapy when the practitioner, if he understands the technique of guiding you into connection with your higher self or your angels or your guide or any higher source of inspiration. One of my teachers on hypnotherapy, Brian Wise, he called his first book Many Lives, Many Masters. So because he discovered through his client that this client was accessing information from other sources of intelligence that was higher than the conscious mind or even the subconscious mind. He didn't really know how to call it, but we could say is our higher self. So through hypnotherapy, through meditation, through even yoganidra, you can get your brain, your mind into those states where you can access your subconscious and beyond, your higher self. So those are the main differences. I just want to say a little story about Swami Satyananda when he wrote this book, Yoganidra. Like I said, he was very passionate about this technique. And what inspired him to write this book is because he realized that when you're sleeping, you are not in the state of completely unconsciousness. He was taking care of the kids in the ashram, in the spiritual community, when the kids were practicing the chant of the Vedas. So every night the kids would chant the Vedas, and Swami Satyananda would sit by the door listening, and then every single night he would fall asleep. And in the end of the year, when the kids were demonstrating the chant of the Vedas, Swami Satyananda realized, he said, "Oh my God, I know those mantras. How did I know the Vedas? I never really studied them. How do I know them?" And then he remembered that every time he was taking care of the kids while practicing, he would fall asleep. So he realized that when he was falling asleep, when we are falling asleep, we're not really totally, completely disconnecting from the reality or from this world of non-sleep. So the state of sleep is not a state of full unconsciousness. So he started exploring those states of mind. So this is why when we're in deep relaxation or deep meditation or even deeper states of hypnosis and you believe that you're asleep, that states, you're still learning, you're still receiving the benefits of those practices. There's always this constant witness that can listen and absorb the benefits of the practice. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it brings more clarity to you between those differences and similarities of those techniques. And if you're interested to receive any sessions on hypnotherapy, yoganidra, meditation, yoga, breathwork, you can click in the link of my website in the link of the bio and connect with me. Ask any questions. I'm here to serve. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, relaxing day, week, month, and life. Don't forget to cleanse this mind, to take care of this mind through those amazing techniques. Thank you. Namaste. Hari Om Tat Sat.